see us all thinking to yourselves. I can see us all wondering, how the bejesus did somebody from a tiny little village in County Kerry come to be with the Rastas? Well, I'll tell you. I just fancied a change, from the usual. And I didn't just come to Rastafarianism, oh no. I shopped around for a good long while, so I did. If I was going to give up on a lifetime of Catholicism, I had to make sure that my new faith was just right for me. I looked at quite a few. I looked at Hinduism, Scientology, paganism, Taoism, the Moonies. Do you remember the Moonies? Until I settled on the whole Rasta thing. And I didn't just hurl myself into it like an awful idiot. No, I did some research. I read books. Well, the one book that they had in the library, and that was on interlibrary loan. Mary McFlynn thinks I'm in it for the crack, but I've told her over and over again, it's not crack, it's ganja. And it's part of the Holy Sacrament. It's great. No, it is. It's lovely. Why would anybody not want to join the Rastas? Although, the whole ganja smoking thing, it doesn't really agree with me because of the sinus trouble I'm after having. Did you know that the smoking of the old weed, the herb, the collie, is a spiritual act, often accompanied by Bible study? Although for me, at the moment, it's mostly accompanied by a lot of laughing, a fearsome hunger, and the eating of a whole box of cheese and chive Pringles. And a couple of Kit Kats. Hello? Binky? Binky Farlington? Good Lord! I'm very well. And you? Yes, hasn't it been an awfully long time? How the devil are you? Binky, it's absolutely marvellous to hear from you. It's been an absolute age. But I can't talk now. I'm away from home. Oh, you'll never guess where I am. No, not quite Henley. No, I'm in Birmingham. Birmingham. Yes, well, it's sort of in the north, I suppose. Yes, that's it, near Scotland, yes. Binky, it's absolutely marvellous to hear from you. We must catch up soon. Drinks next month? Splendid. We'll be in touch. Give my love to Casper and Jasper. And Giles and Miles. Cheerio. Good Lord. Binky Farlington. Huh. Ghastly woman. I say, there are a lot of you. Have you come far? Well, it's awfully decent of you. I've travelled up from Booby Dingle, just outside of Cuckoo's Knob. Do you know it? I would have travelled up from Minges, where we usually spend our weekends. However, the Argo was being serviced, so we thought it best to leave the tradesmen to get on with it in peace. I've travelled up on the train, and I must say I've had quite a pleasant journey, despite the fearful mix-up with my booking. You see, when my tickets arrived, I realised there'd been some awful error on the part of the booking chappie, I suppose. You see, my tickets weren't first class. No, they were for the other bit. What do they call it now? Standing, stomping. Standard, that's it. They were tickets for a standard class carriage. Well, I was quite unsettled, I can tell you. One hears such things about people who routinely use public transport. As it turned out, I sat next to a chap who hardly smelled at all. This job just suits me fine, it really does. No clocking in, no timekeeping. Apart from that chap as comes of a Tuesday dinner time. Him as insists on using stopwatch. I think he's from somewhere in Common Market or something. Remy Armitage stopped coming to bingo of a Tuesday afternoon. And then she'd turn up to Friday afternoon session right flush. She'd have 2 books on go at the same time and everything. I thought to myself, hey up, what's she been up to? So, one week, I sat at the same table as her and I said, hey up, Rainy, love. I said, you're chucking it about a bit, aren't you? Have you won lottery? Found yourself a job? Got yourself a rich fancy man? And she said, yeah, she had. Got herself a job. Well, she'd set herself up as a small business working from home. Well, of course, I was fascinated. I wanted to hear more. She'd set herself up as a professional dominant. So I said, well, what's that then? What you do? And when she told me, I thought to myself, hey, that doesn't sound too bad. I could do that. So here I am, me, Beatty Elrinshaw, businesswoman. Hey, don't get looking at me like that, old sniffy. There's no wrong with being paid to engage with the submissive in a professional dedicated play space which has been set up with specialist equipment. Are you warm? Is it warm in here? I'm right warm, I am. Oh, I think I'll take my pinny off. Oh, I'm having a right flush, I am. Oh, right. Oh, that's better. Right. Oh, there we go. Right. Oh, that's better. Is the market me I come from, you know? Just go get me a little bit of shopping. Yes, man. I come into town on the ring and ride bus, get me a little bit of shopping, and then me get back on my yard in time to have a cup of tea and watch Alan Titchmarsh. You watch Alan Titchmarsh? Me never miss him. Me love him. Me love Alan Titchmarsh. Me love him shirt them. And him talk clean and good. You never hear about Alan Titchmarsh to run down anybody or talk bad about anybody. No, sir. Alan wouldn't do them thing. And also in style himself, you see. Because me can tell you something. You see some of them celebrity there is pure badness and rubbish them a carry on with in your living room. And you just have to pray hard to the Lord for them, you know. And you know, they're not funny. They don't funny. That long boy, that one that look like he never wash himself. What him name again? Russell Brand, yeah, him. Him not funny. And the next one again now, the boy with the big eyeglasses and his teeth stick out like rabbit. What him name? Alan Carr, yeah. Him not funny. Yet every time you turn on your television, I feel him face you see. And the program them are rubbish too, you know. That one with all of them orange gal in it. What that one call again? Coming back from Essex? How what that? You know what me say? Bring back Huey Green and Dusty Bin. You know how many channels me have on my television now? 72. 72 channel of rubbish. Well, actually, you know, it's more than 72. Because one evening now, me pick up the remote and me say to myself, I wonder what come after channel 72. So me pick up the remote and me press, and me press, and me press. And Lord God Almighty, how I don't go blind, I don't know. Me never seen nothing like that in my life. You know, at first me think say a medical documentary me da watch. But then me say to myself, no sir, this is not a medical documentary at all. You know when me first come to England, it's two choice you have. BBC One and off. And come 10 o'clock, when all of the program them done, them play the Queen music to remind you to turn off your television. And then all you have is that little dot. You remember that little dot? They should bring back that little dot. Yes. So, y'all know I've been to hell and back trying to finally have my own gorgeous little baby. Well, yeah, I finally did it. Yeah, a little boy. No, hold on. Turns out it wasn't so gorgeous. In fact, I gotta tell you, it was the damn ugliest baby I've ever seen. No, seriously. Either the sperm donor or the surrogate or both of them lied to me. They both stated in a legal affidavit that neither of them had any ugliness in the family line or carried the ginger gene. Well, I gotta tell you, one of them was a goddamn liar. Jeez, ugly, ginger. Oh my God, listen, this kid was so damn unsightly. When it was time to leave the hospital, I had to put it in a Walmart bag just to get past the paparazzi. What? I put holes in it. Oh, I was so dismayed. I can't tell you. I don't even know which was worse. The whole gruesome look of the kid or the ginger thing it had going on with it. I even bought a no-no to shear it. Did it stop the ginger? No. So here I am stuck with this butt-ugly kid that no celebrity magazine is ever going to want to take a look at. Can you imagine my predicament? I was feeling so low. I needed cheering up. So I figured a little procedure, it always cheers me up. So I went to see my old buddy and favorite liposurgeon, Bob Katzman. Dr. Bob Katzman, Beverly Hills, 90210, the best damn lipo man in LA. Just to get a little advice, make a little inquiry about a little nip and tuck here and there to kind of get rid of some of the kids' little rolls of fat. What? That was all I did. And the next thing I know, I got freaking child services stalking me and making wild accusations about premeditated child endangerment. Yeah, me. Can you believe that shit? My kid was a little fat, a little not so easy on the eye, so I just figured, a little nip and tuck here and there would kind of help Mother Nature along a little. And I really didn't have time to attend to the whole scheduled feed and diet thing. So then, of course, every freaking child from the East Coast to the West Coast jumps on the bandwagon, and suddenly I'm Monster Mom. Can you believe that? Really? I don't think so. I actually had that kid's best long-term interest at heart. I didn't want it to grow up and be bullied by gangs of skinny kids, have its life ruined. I didn't want it to be marginalized and victimized and set on in the goddamn playhouse just because he happened to inherit the sugar shoveler gene, to be the only Oompa Loompa in the class. No! Who would want that for their kid? The whole thing was so unfair and so stressful. I had to book myself into postnatal rehab.